In Mr. Depp's world, you don't leave Mr. Depp. And if you do, he will start a campaign of global humiliation.
It appears Amber's confidants are working against her, which might have contributed to her loss of the court case against her ex-husband Johhny Depp. If the conspiracy theories are true, then the 36-year-old might lose the appeal as well. But which of Amber's confidants is rumored to have betrayed the Aquaman star? And is there any truth in those rumors? New court footage making rounds on the internet shows Amber's lawyer Ben Rottenborn tickling Ben Chew, Johhny Depp's lawyer. Though many fans have brushed it aside as pure camaraderie between two professionals, that's not stopped the conspiracy theorists from spinning that Ben Rottenborn was on the side of Johhny all along. The conspiracy theorists pointed out how poorly Mr. Rottenborn defended his client and the apparent mistakes the seasoned lawyer made during the 6 weeks trial. A case in point was when Ben Rottenborn read in court several damning and misogynistic text messages that Johhny Depp allegedly Stephen Deuters, his then personal assistant, sent in 2017. The messages played a key role in the actor's loss of the defamation trial in the UK. So Ben Rottenborn saw it as an opportunity to score some points in this year's trial by bringing up the text messages. In one message, Depp allegedly claimed that a woman's body part was his bona fide possession. The message read, "Molly's is rightfully mine. Should I not just bust in and remove the hinges tonight?" Ben Rottenborn then questioned the actor on the damning text message. "You've said before that a woman is rightfully yours if you wish to have contact with her, haven't you?" Depp denied sending those text messages, but this did not deter Ben Rottenborn from digging up other horrendous messages, allegedly from Depp's phone. A message that the Hollywood icon was believed to have sent to Christian Carino, Depp's former talent agent, in 2016 also read, "I have no mercy, no fear, and not an ounce of emotion, or what I once thought was love for this gold-digging, low-level, dime-a-dozen, mushy, pointless, dangling, overused, flappy fish market." Rottenborn then pulled up another message in which the Pirates of the Caribbean star allegedly referred to Amber Heard as a 50-cent stripper. "I met a sublime little Russian here, which reminded me of the time I wasted on that 50-cent stripper. I wouldn't even put a glove on her." However, Johhny Depp vehemently denied those messages and insinuated that Amber Heard and her team could have fabricated those messages just to make him look bad and to pad up their evidence against him. This left Mr. Rottenborn with a huge egg on his face because a simple fact check would have shown that those messages were not from Johhny Depp and may have been concocted by anyone who didn't like the Hollywood icon. Given Mr. Rottenborn's pedigree in civil litigation, it came as a shock that he would make such a mistake, leading to the speculation that he may be working on the inside against his client Amber Heard. Reacting to Rottenborn's apparent mistake, some fans felt it was Amber Heard who sent those messages from Johhny Depp's phone, probably when he was asleep. One social media user wrote, "I don't get how no one can put it together that she was his wife and has access to his phone and could have sent that text while he was asleep, just like she wrote on the mirror in red over him writing in black and tried to make it look like Johhny Depp did it." Another also wrote, "At first I felt so sorry for Amber's attorneys. I felt like, what chance do they have working with a woman who's done nothing but lie over and over again? And apparently they don't know the truth about the things that she's done, but then little by little they pull dirty tricks, and it all adds up. The whole bunch of them are just as evil as Amber herself. I no longer feel sorry for any of them fools, the way I feel especially for Elaine. She needs to have her license pulled." A commenter who felt sorry for Rottenborn wrote, "With all his talk show interviews, trial testimony, and audio recordings that didn't even sound remotely like Johhny Depp at all, more like Amber Heard, I felt sorry for Rottenborn since he probably didn't know what a lying, evil, manipulative person she is when he took on her case. Also, respect that he's kept silent while Elaine is off running her mouth immediately after the trial. Can't say he was responsible for humiliating her. She did all that on her own. I'm suspecting that Amber wrote those messages to make Johhny look bad," wrote one commenter. "First of all, it sounds like things she would have imagined saying because of actual recordings of her speaking. Of course she would pick words that she would have thought if she was him. She's seriously broken," they concluded. One Rottenborn fan had a word of advice for him. "I believe Rottenborn doesn't want to have anything to do with Amber. He doesn't want his career ruined like Elaine is doing. If Rottenborn is caught up in this mess, and if he is smart, he will back out. Those were incoming messages. If they paid attention, Johhny didn't send them. Of course, Mr. Rottenborn's apparent oversight coupled with Amber Heard's lies may have cost them the case. Johhny Depp was awarded over $10 million in damages, while Amber got awarded $2 million in damages. Amber's lead attorney, Elaine Bredehoff, claimed that her client didn't have the money to pay the court fines, a claim that many Depp fans labeled as false due to Amber Heard's extravagant lifestyle during the 6-week trial. According to many news outlets, the Aquaman star stayed in a $5 million Virginia mansion, which cost her $22,500 per month to rent. The actress reportedly lived in the mansion for the duration of the court case and only left once the case was over. The 13,000 square foot property boasted 10 bathrooms, 8 bedrooms, a large dining room for 10 guests, a game room with billiards, a movie theater, and huge gardens. Various new portals also reported that the 36-year-old actress had a property in the Yucca Valley, California, which she purchased for $1 million through a mysterious trust. Therefore, many fans concluded that Amber had the money to pay the money to Johhny Depp, but she simply was unwilling to do so given her apparent dislike for her ex-husband. So when pictures of Amber Heard shopping at TJ Maxx hit the internet, some fans felt that the actress was just pulling a PR gimmick to court public sympathy and to convince the courts that she was indeed broke. The pictures showed the Aquaman star wearing a crumpled, oversized white long-sleeve shirt, which she had folded at the wrist over blue jeans. Her hair was also slightly disheveled while she stood near a pile of clothes she had selected, but was yet to make payment. Taking to social media platforms, many commenters expressed their opinions on Amber's attempt to attract public sympathy by shopping at the discount store. One fan wrote, "This is obviously a PR move to give the impression she doesn't have much money, which is BS. Throughout the trial, she wore Gucci and rented a house in Virginia, costing $22,500 a month. She's smart and knows how infamous she is at the moment, so by walking around TJ Maxx with a trolley full of clothes, obviously she'll get recorded and it'll find its way to the press. So no need to set up a photographer. Only problem is people aren't stupid and know what she's up to. It wouldn't surprise me if she moves to another continent to avoid paying Johhny Depp." Another added, "It looks very staged. Even if it wasn't, I wouldn't feel slightly sorry for her because she was quite confident in trying to ruin a man's career for nothing. She didn't hesitate to try to push Depp to a situation where he'd be the one shopping at TJ Maxx. The PR team was like, OMG Amber, let's make you look like an everyday person who the people can relate to. Let's go to TJ Maxx and record you shopping. It's great, it'll totally work." However, Amber Heard would not have been in this situation had Rottenborn and his team done their homework and defended their client well. But given the apparent abysmal performance of her lawyers and the alleged spy work of Mr. Rottenborn, Amber Heard has to cough up $10.5 million. But that is just what the conspiracy theorists are speculating. Do you agree that Mr. Rottenborn was working as a spy for Johhny Depp's team? Or was it just an honest mistake? Let us know in the comment section.